They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well, this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Hooker. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Lions at 11-3 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them to me.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hooker. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. You look at this Packers defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That stop made by Jack Campbell.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch, too. Huh?
And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Derek Barnes in on the stop. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 20-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is going to have a Packers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Up the middle, Jones. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hooker. Rifles one, and that's going to... Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Running right, Jones to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 3. Back to throw. Martinez. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Hooker. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Martinez got his man. It's Bo Melton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Martinez on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Loose inside the 30. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 83 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Martinez. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Martinez now. Off play action. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
The give is to Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Hauled in on the outright by Melton.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Off the play fake, Martinez. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw is Martinez. Off the play fake.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Second and goal from the 1.
Jones again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he goes out right around the 39. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's Martinez on first and 10.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a second and 10.
Operating from the gun, Martinez. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Now a play fake here on first down.
Pass complete across the formation to Melton.
Touchdown! Bo Melton, 26 yards.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
He's got space past the 25.
And finally, down at the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hooker's going to throw it.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Looking to throw. Martinez flushed out right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go with Jones. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Another run for Gibbs here.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Here's Hooker to throw it. A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So